Right. No idea what the hell just happened there, but literally, how funny is that though? We start talking about YouTube and money, and all of a sudden it goes BAM! It got, yeah, say it, girl, this is a new one. I've had to set up a brand new one, bud. I have no idea what the hell just happened, but yeah, it just crashed. Everything just went down the shitter. And it's like it's exactly what we were talking about then. Like you probably there we go. Right, I'm gonna stop that a minute. I'm gonna get my get this chat. This is the thing that annoys me, is it because every single time something happens now. Is that, no, it's not that one. Oosh, oh, there, right. Every single time we talk about something like this happens. You know? Absolutely nuts. But yes, we are back. We are here now. Like I say, we are back over on Kick as well. We're back here on YouTube. But yeah, straight away we start talking about money and everything else. And it goes, no! So yeah, it doesn't like us talking about that. Yeah, something about that Lizzo thing. Yeah, she destroyed her own stuff as well, didn't she? I saw something like that happen. But, alright, where was it? Yeah, see, this is what I was going to talk about now is, remember yesterday how we were talking about AI and how it looks and how scary it's going to be? Well, I got something here that we're going to have a little look at, because some companies, which you probably already know which companies they are, they're starting to sue people over using their characters, which is absolutely insane. But again, no, it is their intellectual property, so obviously they are going to be, oh, let's go to get this up by here. That one is, that one there. That one there. Right, okie dokie. Yeah, they're starting to sue their people who are using them, which again is understandable. You know, we've seen things like this before. We just there we go. You know, it's like if someone uses your property without talking to you, obviously it is going to happen. You know, I've just realized I'm going to have to put on YouTube, not YouTube, on X, Twitter, I have to update my thing now because of this. I don't understand why it's happened like this, because it literally just went, oh no, you're talking about money and that's it. We're going to stop you, which is exactly what it did. Right, there's that, there's that. Right, no, that one's it, because I got them scheduled already. Yeah, we're not going to be speaking about them anymore. But it's like, no, I gotta update everything now, man, which sucks. Don't need that one there. Okie dokie, so that's that one there. That's a different one. Schedule for that one. But yeah, so Disney and Universal are suing people using AI to recreate their characters. But what I find really funny with this is, obviously with Disney, if you create any type of character for, you know, say you did something that, say you were working on The Lion King, and all of a sudden, oh, the stream is going good, innit, yeah? That's right. Yeah, you know, it's... So, with Disney actually have a rule where if you're working for them, so say I was working for them and just... I was in office on my lunch break and I was just doodling in a sketch pad or whatever. Whatever I created in that sketch pad belongs to Disney. That's one of the things I absolutely hate. It's absolutely nuts. I know sarcasm, innit? But yeah, Disney Universal are the ones who are doing it. The former owning franchises like Marvel, Star Wars and all this. Well, remember, we saw those Star Wars AI yesterday with the vlogging ones, which are absolutely hysterical. But yeah, per the Hollywood Reporter, let's go to that one instead. So launch AI legal battle, sue Midjourney over copyright claims. Piracy is piracy, says Disney's chief legal officer, as the studios aim to show that tools allowing personalized AI slop creations of characters like these run afoul of their IP. So with this, the one thing... Oh, what? Yeah, guys, let me know what it sounds like. I'll have a little listen by ear now on my one. See what we sound like. Hello, hello, hello. Right, it sounds okay by here, but what it could be, Gelf, is I do have a fan by here that is on. So it could be that. We've moved that back over there a little bit. Right, so I've moved the fan over there now anyway, so... But yeah, isn't it interesting that these are the companies who are now going, oh, we're suing you, but these are the ones who want to get rid of actual people making and creating things so they can use AI because it's cheaper and quicker. You know, that's the one thing that I absolutely is just blows my mind with it. Oh, you're doing this? It's like, no, how dare you use AI for my creations? Only I can use AI. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Like by here it says, Midjourney's AI-powered tools allow a user to create Thanos-themed art. But the thing is, though, AI is taking the internet, all these things from the internet, and putting it into one. That's what it's doing. But with this, it's like, come on. You know, this is what they wanted, and now, because it's backfiring on them, they do not like it. They do not like it one bit. Like I say, I am saying we are over on Kick as well, folks. Just to let you know about that. And let's say, Sarcasm, thank you for following over on there. We are now on 60 followers, which I am very happy about. Oh, hello, turn that mute down. And like I say, we did yesterday open up the achievement for not monetization, but in order to get subs over there. So I'm really happy with that. I probably will be doing like a stream or two just on Kick next week, just on there. I will let people know, obviously, I'll put a post on YouTube, I'll do it on Instagram, and I'll also do it on Twitter. But yeah, it's... Gelf, yeah, what about the creators that take the art and transform it into something new? Exactly. You know what? We have seen so many amazing renditions of any Marvel character, Batman, whatever. And some people actually make them look better. But obviously, they do not like this. Kel, I'm not too sure. You know what? We'll have a little look-see now, because to be honest with you, if they did, I would love to have it myself. I know they got the Twitch one, obviously. No, so the Kick app is not available as a standalone application on the PS5. However, you can stream your PS5 gameplay to Kick through other platforms like Twitch or YouTube, alright, which are supported by the PS5 broadcasting. But again, I think you may be able to just obviously put in the web address. I think that should be on there. But so yeah, 11 months ago, ways to watch Kick on PS5. Yeah, you got people talking about that with the Xbox as well, because people are like, where can we watch it on consoles? I've heard about Xbox and Fire Sticks, but haven't seen the solution for PlayStation yet. Basically, you can do like a clickable link through messages, and that's it. You would have thought how much money Kick are putting into this. They would be like, right, okay, we're going to go out there, we're going to do this. Oh, sarcasm. Sarcasm, you know what, bud? Because you're over on thingy. Over on, I completely forgot the one we were just talking about, a Kick. There we go. I can actually gift one sub. No, I can't. What the hell? It says I can gift. What are you on about? It says that... Oh, right. I'll look at that later. We'll look at that later. We'll see what's going on with this. But yeah, it's it's going to be interesting to see if Kick does go on consoles, because you got Twitch, you got YouTube, they all got these apps around. Why isn't this one on there yet? Like, say, obviously, the Kick website is exactly the same as Twitch. So, I don't understand why they can't do it, you know? But yeah, seeing these people that they're going to be going around and, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to make, you know, oh, you can't do this because it's mine, okay. But the thing is, though, if they're saying they're going to do a lawsuit against all these companies and everything else, that's basically stopping artists from making any kind of content, you know? If they want to draw something, and if they are a really good drawer, and they like drawing superheroes, it's going to be like, oh, you can't draw that, we're going to sue you. It's absolutely wrong. Just get another drink, another water. Give me a minute. But yeah, you know, it's... Because the way I see this as well is, like, if you go to conventions and you've got artists there, they may have worked for these companies in the past, you go up to them, they're selling prints of all of these kind of drawings. I'll show you something now, actually. I've got quite a few of them myself. So, like we were saying about prints at Comic Cons and stuff, so I got a couple here, which one is from, oh no, they're both actually from him. They're both from Simon. So I got a Batman one, which is that one there, which didn't appear in any comics or anything like that. And then we got that one there. And say the guy who did these is, like say, I know him through my uncle, because we did a couple of Comic Cons together. But with this, he's actually the, or was, I should say, the storyboard artist on Game of Thrones. And he would come in and always have his Emmy Award on his desk, which was nuts. But yeah, like with them, he hasn't worked for DC in decades. And he's doing them and selling them. Does that mean that they're going to get done? You know, are they going to get done for doing things like that? Because that's technically what they're doing with AI. You got people drawing these, and they're selling them. It's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, Disney Steel. Oh, you know what? So what we're going to do, in the next couple of weeks, I'll try and get my uncle on here, because my uncle used to work for Disney. He used to work in the art department in the early 2000s. Oh, excuse me. That's how I know Vic Mignogna and all that, because of him. But, yeah, it's... Seeing this... And say, it was my uncle who told me regarding Disney, because he goes, I loved working there, but I hated it. He goes, I never drew anything while I was there in the offices on anything because they own it. Ah, T2, good morning. Yeah, they have an army of lawyers. Look what they're doing with Gina Carano. And the best thing is, the judge is like, actually, no, she was unfairly fired. Because she was unfairly fired. And then you had bloody Pedro Pascal and all the other ones saying all this horrible stuff about other people. It's like, well, you know, double standards. Oh, regarding, obviously, years ago, some of you may not know, but I think a few of you do. Can you remember Chris Chan? Renzo, how are we? Yeah, can anyone remember Chris Chan? Because what I have is a Chris Chan arrest video. Yeah. Which, again, you know, so we got Disney here. We've seen this now about Disney. Right, where is it? Boom. We're going to have a little look-see at this. So, obviously, Chris Chan from years ago, he was arrested for some horrible things. So, come on. No.
Everybody else in the room? Wait,
Spirit, well, interdimensionally, you can't tangibly see them.
Nothing. Don't.
Follower. Yeah, those are trolls. They're following me from the internet. Do not report this.
Do we remember Chris Chan?
God, what is this?
I am Chris Chan's son.
Absolutely nuts.
It's happening now. We're on the very last thread.
What? They're everywhere. I don't believe that. We're surrounded.
What began as a routine arrest on August 1st, 2021, and
Yeah, that creepo in there, absolutely nuts.
spiraled into a surprising spectacle in the parking lot.
Everyone who's coming in, how are we all doing? Renzo over on Kick, how are we doing, bud?
Unexpected attention was internet personality known as Chris Chan. This never-before-seen footage was obtained.
Absolutely nuts.
By Iwu, and reveals a behind-the-scenes look at the day that took thousands of online observers by storm.
There we go.
Look, hurry, get out.
What the heck is going on right now? It's the most wild call for service I've ever been on.
As officers with the Henrico County Police Department cautiously approach the second-floor hotel room, they prepare themselves in case a possible altercation waits for them behind the door.
Absolutely.
Oh, gotta unlock it. Hello.
Yes.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Christine Chandler.
Okay, can you come out for a second?
What's the situation?
What's that? You got a warrant for your arrest, all right?
Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
You're not gonna start. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
But
don't.
You will get tased.
Okay, well, listen, I will comply by what? I'd like to clear up I'd like to come back with my things.
We'll get that all straightened out.
I really do wish they tased him. Her.
And what
They,
about my
them.
van? And I'd like to put my shoes on, please.
Yeah, sure, of course. We'll get there.
Okay, I can slip into my shoes. Magic Chan, Chriselle, Savannah.
While these words may seem insignificant to the officers, they carry a profound significance for Chris, which will be explained later.
There we go.
You're just being detained right now until I can confirm the warrants, okay?
Okay,
Just hang tight.
The officers have received reports of some very disturbing
Yeah,
allegations
taser!
against Chris, but nothing prepares them for the events that are about to unfold.
Sit down right here.
Okay, I will.
The one thing with Chris Chan, obviously, is everything that they did, and these cops not knowing who Chris Chan is. It's like, holy hell, what is going on? Like they do say after. And you could just see. They're like, what the hell is going on here? They're everywhere. Obviously, they are going to be everywhere because, well, he's very famous for the wrong reasons.
I'll sit down.
Okay. Where are your shoes? Right here?
Right over there.
Is there anyone else in the room with you? Is there anybody else in the room?
Spirit, well, interdimensionally, you
No.
can't tangibly see them.
A physical person. Is there a physical person in the room?
I love it. It's so
Originally
funny.
from this universe, no.
Okay, good.
I need to stand with my shoes on. I have an easier time doing it this way. I am complying.
I know.
And that's my son. That's my set of keys over
I know.
there.
Your keys
Mimic
to
the
your car?
Sonic
Keys
Chewer
to the van
necklace or
and-
whatever
yeah,
it
my
was.
wallet's in my bag over there, the brown bag.
Ugh.
What, this bag?
Yes.
Can I look in it?
And you grab something. Oh, that's one of my rings.
I know. Can I look through? Can I get your bag out of your?
Absolutely
I have
nuts.
nothing to hide. Go ahead and look through everything that's in the room.
Infamy,
Go ahead,
that's the
everything's
ass,
in
the
the
word
room.
infamous,
Go
yeah.
ahead. You have my permission.
Okay.
Just slip them on. They're going to give you flip-flops when you get down to the jail.
Huh?
Okay, well, I identify as female, and I would appreciate if I was respected as such. It even says so on my driver's license, female.
Okay.
That's fine.
Just making sure.
As one officer searches through Chris's belongings, he quickly makes an interesting discovery.
Where's your wallet at?
Oh,
Don't come over here.
It's the duct tape wallet.
Okay.
On the outside?
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's grab a seat.
The duct tape wallet. Jeez, man. It's nuts, innit?
No,
It's-
grab a seat right there for me.
Oh, my bad.
Do you want all this to go with you? Like your wallet? Or you just want your ID to go with you and your cell phone?
Look at all the meds on that table. Again, you know, say, like I say, I got a few things here. You know, I got my evening ones, like, you know, by there. But they got blue ones. They even got one there with what? Is that like 5 different container ones? Wow. Duct tape, a bad name. It does.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
My wallet and my cell phone is over there in front of the tarot deck box.
Yeah.
Oh, Gelf, I haven't seen the
That's my
ride yet.
secondary phone.
That's your secondary phone?
Yeah, I have
I came across this this morning, and I was like, oh, I need to watch that on stream.
You think I need 2,000? There's a song.
Yeah, Kevin Gates.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Oh
that's
god.
a popular one. He's a fine gentleman.
It is popular.
Suddenly, a keen-eyed officer spots something happening outside, which
People with
sets
their
him on
phones,
edge.
Are you
cameras.
waiting for somebody to come to your room or something?
Wow. No, I was not. I was only waiting for the deputy that I talked with earlier today from the sheriff's office in Ruckersville.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You're not waiting for like anybody else though? Any friends or anything?
I have nobody else.
The only reason I'm asking you is because there's a car up there and there's two gentlemen staring at us.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were waiting for someone to come over or whatever.
Yeah, see? I stand at my
Oh, Chris's story. Yeah. Chris Chan's story is nuts.
I was not waiting for anybody. I was not waiting.
They're standing up there by the gas station. You know those people?
That's curious.
I'm just asking. I don't want anyone rolling up on me.
While Chris doesn't recognize the strangers gathering to watch them from a distance, there may be a reason for their unnerving presence.
Okay, well, I would say question them because I am famous and infamous on the internet, so they may be video recording.
Cool. I'm recording you as well.
Yeah, mate, it's different with this one.
That much.
Not readily accepting Chris's explanation,
Oh,
the officers
they have
try to
no
work out
idea, do
their
they?
own alternate explanation for the curious spectators.
Yeah, they still are.
There is nothing illegal in the
Oh,
room,
Galf,
nothing
I
illegal
forget
in the
sometimes,
room.
mate, with mine.
Please feel free. I have nothing
It's
to
got a
hide.
very military style haircut. I wonder if it's Greene County.
Baby blue Yaris?
Maybe it's a rental.
Hey, it's good.
Hey,
That would be something Greene County.
I mean, I know there's a lot of agencies that use rentals for surveillance. I mean, like
They've
Stan.
literally
Yeah, I know.
They've literally just brushed it off. Oh, I'm infamous on the internet. Yeah, all right, I'm recording you too. Yeah, well done. Mate, if you knew Chris Chan's history, you'd be like, holy shit, we've arrested Chris Chan. That's what it would be.
That's why I asked her.
Absolutely nuts.
He's there all the time. He's still like, right as we walk up. I didn't see him there before.
They shrug it off for now, but it will soon become apparent that these observers have surprising intentions that none of the officers
more than
could
likely.
have predicted.
So you talked to the
I don't think they were, Melby.
yes.
Did they call you or did you reach out to them?
I reached out to them. I wanted to make sure my dog and cats
Yeah.
when I get home were safe and taken care of.
Night, Galf. Thanks for dropping by, bud.
Surprise! You know there was an investigation, all that.
Yes, there was an investigation. Yes, I am aware of the situation.
Okay. Did they say that they were coming to Richmond?
Yes, they
Yeah,
said they were
Astrid,
coming to
it's-
Richmond. And my vehicle, in case it was
You know what?
obvious,
Like I
is
say, first of all, I'm going to
Dodge
pause it. We'll have a look by here for you. So, by here, we're going to go on the Wikipedia source. Does it come up by here? So, vlogger and cartoonist. She's been a target of excessive article creations many years. It's just the sources, isn't it? Daily Mail. And as you can see, you know what? This is probably the best thing right by here. So, that's one thing they're famous for, Astrid. Okay? Only covers the controversy with this. And this was... It involved their mother, because their mother was... What's the best way to put this, guys? Chris Chan's mother was mentally handicapped, and that happened. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to describe it. That's probably what it is.
van out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Like the
insane.
sign she wanted.
Magichan Sonichu, a blend of the characters Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog, is a character from Chris's hand-drawn graphic novel series. Sonichu may be more than just a drawing, however, as you'll soon hear from Chris how this character blurs the line
T2.
between fiction and reality.
So just so you're aware, right now we're just confirming the warrant through Greene County, okay? That's why I said you're detained. Once they say that the
Okay,
paper,
copy, look out.
once they say the paper's in hand, the actual arrest
Yeah,
warrant,
say
then you're
sarcasm.
under arrest, okay?
There's no other way of putting it, really, is there? It's gotta try and be delicate with certain things with it.
But I'm glad you did.
It caught me off guard a little bit.
Yeah, that was
Like this now
that was kind of the
will
point a little bit.
Meanwhile, the evolving situation outside still has the officers on high alert.
They should, you know,
Yeah.
when someone says to you, I'm infamous and famous on the internet, to be honest with you, one of the officers should have got their phone out and checked. Like, right, who is this, you know, Christine Chandler, who's Chris Chan or whatever. That's what they should have done. Because if someone says that to you, oh, I'm infamous on the internet, what are you infamous for? It's going to make, you know, like, oh, right, okay. But again, no, they probably hear, oh, I'm famous all the time. Like we see a lot of the TikTokers and all that. I'm famous on the internet. I'm an influencer. Yeah, so, you know, there's a couple of ways of putting it, really, isn't there?
You want to go up there?
No, because I can't tell if they're just recording or. I wish I could read the tag.
Doesn't want to. I'll just stare back at them.
I need a moment.
Okay.
I need a moment.
Pardon my flatulence.
Astrid, yeah. 1000%.
Do you want to take your necklaces off and stuff like that, or?
You're gonna take them off when you get.
Yeah, you gotta take them off when you get to the jail.
Okay, but the
Since they're the only thing they will allow are like crosses for like religion.
okay, well, if I may speak, the Sonichu-shaped medallion, the big yellow thing at the bottom there, that is my cross. So
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll allow that one.
True, Melby. Yeah, like, it should have been.
And it protects me greatly. So that I am willing to take off the other two, but I really, really need the medallion.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know that when you get down to the jail, if you go to
Everything coming
jail,
off.
Once the warrants are confirmed, that you may not be able to keep it. Okay. Just letting you know.
All right, but that is my cross.
Okay.
Let that
That's
go
fine.
on the record. The Sonichu medallion.
Yeah, Officer Christian will tell him.
Back outside, the situation appears to be escalating, and officers are caught in a dilemma about how to handle it.
I kind of want to have you go up there and see what they're doing. Like, it's not as an enforced person. I mean, I want to go address them, but at the same time, they can kind of do that, but they're not obstructing at this point.
No, they're not. They're in the distance, just watching.
I'm just throw the pots. You know what I mean? We just need to. We can just go about our day. My heart's telling me too because I want to. At the end of the day.
See,
I know.
they're telling him everything. My name's Chris Chan. Look at it. Look at that.
Wants to, but Officer Nick does not.
Right.
Oh,
I agree. That's 100%.
Because my approach would be like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, that's what I would say, and I know I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Chris takes this moment to deliver a puzzling warning to the officers.
by the way, if any of y'all has been feeling a punch-like sensation on your leg, that is my husband, Magic Chan Sonichu, right on the opposite side of the universe field. He's punching you all each, just a gentle punch, but you know he is here.
Okay.
Did you feel it? He punched you first.
Yeah, so I didn't, but you know.
Punch him hard, hubby.
Yeah.
Hey, you good?
With the arrest warrant finally confirmed,
Punch
the
him harder,
officers are
hubby.
ready to move Chris to the waiting police cruiser. What should have been a simple task quickly takes a shocking turn, and things escalate in a way they clearly didn't expect.
All right, let's head on out.
So, with them outside Astrid, Chris Chan doesn't really have fans. Yeah, like with them saying that, obviously he's famous and infamous on the internet, wherever he goes, there's always people who know him, and they always do record whatever Chris Chan is doing. But, like say, with this, it's crazies, yeah. It's because I know a lot of these would more than likely be on the farms, you know, doing the websites and all that kind of stuff. Because again, like with Chris Chan, the Sonic Chew thing, like he sent a medallion to people, and they were like, "It's gonna kill you, it's gonna hurt you, it's gonna do all of this kind of stuff." It's like, what the hell are you on about? But yeah, it's very interesting to you. There's not really a name for him, really, but I think Life's had it by there. Crazies. Because a lot of them, they just like, oh yeah, look at you, it's Chris Chan, what up? That's how they are. Melby, yeah, just watches going on.
Okay.
Let's hold on out.
All right.
All right.
It's like the old watches in Marvel.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Clout Chasers, yeah, that could be another one.
Very well.
All right.
But on that, this way.
I'm going to stay recording while we get to the vehicles in case these people address us.
Okay. You don't know any of these people?
I do not know those people, and
Okay.
yeah, those are trolls. They're following me from the internet. Do not report this.
Yeah.
I think it's real.
Oh my God, what is this?
Amazing.
What's up, man?
Amazing.
What is happening right now?
This is gonna be trending on the internet.
This is amazing.
They're gonna post this online.
Though this prediction comes close, the footage will go even more viral than Chris imagines.
Hey, thank y'all for y'all service, for real.
Appreciate it. I wasn't convinced that those were like internet fans, but that confirms it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, Google Chris Chan or Sonichu, and there you go. I've been infamous and famous.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, there we go.
Good, I just saw you.
Where'd you see him at?
Regency.
I'm going.
the mall?
I'm complying. I am complying. I am good like this.
You are, you absolutely are.
And I am Chris Chan Sonichu, your goddess blue heart, and I continue to stand strong, and I maintain everything with quick fill and my Sonichus and Rose shoes and everybody.
You're lost about 3,000 people right now, Christian. How do you breathe? Well, don't. Let's not talk to them, okay?
Yeah, I keep in good faith. Everything is going to work out.
Holy shit.
Let's not talk to them.
Well, I feel,
I know it's been pretty stressful.
it's been stressful, but I've taken it one moment at a time, and I got my loves.
While Chris maintains a positive attitude in the face of uncertainty, the officers can't help but be increasingly amused by the attention and the seemingly growing crowd.
What? They're everywhere.
They are. They will be
We're
everywhere.
surrounded.
Go ahead, risk me.
I'm searching you, not frisking you.
Well, offering you the option there.
What the heck is going on right now?
Isn't it? It's
It's the most
nuts.
wild call for service I've ever been on.
You have anything else on you?
I have nothing else on me.
They're gonna scan you into jail, and if there's anything on you,
Yeah, there's a Lulu moment.
a little nugget of weed is felony.
I have no weed. I have no drugs I'm consuming on me. Like I said, frisk me. There you go. That felt good.
Wow.
It's happening now. We're on the very last thread.
It's happening right now. Why are you yelling?
Why is he going in the front?
First, baby, if Batman is your hero, you're
Have a
going to
seat.
meet him
Have a
very
seat.
soon.
I bet you're never working overtime for us again.
Oh, certainly will. This is hilarious.
Why is he in the
With
front
Chris
seat?
now secured in custody and the tension from the crowd finally easing, two of the officers are more than ready to put the bizarre encounter behind them.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Wow. Yeah. These cops, they're just like, oh, wow, what's going on?
100%.
But it's like,
But
yeah,
the
you need to
unusual
look him
day
up.
Isn't over for the officer tasked with driving Chris to the police station, and as
Oh.
you'll witness, Chris has so much more left to share.
Oh, celebrity scandals, all of that. And people just taking it, blowing it out of the water.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, and up to in over a month from now, the next celebrity scandal is going to happen.
Okay.
And they'll be all over that.
All right.
You may
Wow.
recognize or know my comic books I have drawn over the years and my chronicling and creations and discoveries of the Sonichu and Rosechu Pokemon species.
I'm not aware of that.
Okay, well, give you a little bit of homework for research on your own time, then that's okay.
Yeah.
But essentially, I am a decent and good individual. I believe in everything that is right and positive, and I am literally a goddess, and that will be proven in the near days to come as we
You know
are
what,
on the
Melby? Yeah,
completion
it's...
of the dimension merge, where the universe half that was divided
I'm more reassured
in
with him.
1380s by order of King Arthur. He ordered Merlin and two other magicians to remove and banish all dragons, unicorns, and other quote-unquote mythical creatures and overpowered individuals. And thus we were separated, transported into from what was originally called Universe 1C211987.
Chris dives into an astonishing account of multiple universes, where fictional characters coexist, many of whom may sound quite familiar.
You have everybody there. You have...
You know what? This copper who's driving this now, it's almost like he's in an unskippable cutscene in the video game. It's like the Dr. Dre mission in GTA Online, because you can't skip like a 5-minute cutscene. This is what it's like. He's probably like, what is happening? What are you talking about right now? Absolutely nuts.
Superman, you have Mickey Mouse, you have Iron Man, you have Darkwing Duck, you have...
I love Darkwing Duck.
The Infinite Possibilities. You even have Ratchet and Clank, you have the Super Mario Brothers, and you have Sonic, you have Link, you have everybody, you name it, they're there. And of course, especially Sonic and Roshi's and all of the other Pokemon known and yet to be known in all of existence.
So you're saying Pokemon...
This is nuts, really.
Where we're at right now?
Yes, and among others, like I said, if Batman or... I shouldn't be asking you, who is your favorite superhero?
Oh my god.
I'd probably go with Spider-Man.
He's going to come around. You're going to meet him.
All right, I can't wait.
I mean, if you're ever
Oh,
in New York,
God.
he's going to be swinging around there.
Why New
Wow.
York? Why only New York? Why can't he go wherever he wants?
Well, I mean, yeah, he can go because he's a spider.
Yeah, Mel, but they're not.
Whatever a spider can.
Oh my god.
But also, I am particularly fond of and have great appreciation for the mentally capable and the psychic powered type of individuals. I have great respect for them, especially the good ones.
As the ride nears its end, Chris drops one final bombshell that will surely leave the officer with a lasting impression.
Yeah, so I am married interdimensionally with my husband, Magic Chan Sonichu.
Interdimensionally.
And I am also married to Hannah. Now my brain went blank on the word there. But anyway, I am also polygamously married to Giselle Rochu and Sylvana Rochu and the one and only Mewtwo.
Mewtwo!
The one that was
Used to
cloned
love
by
Mewtwo as a kid.
Giovanni's team in Team Rocket, as featured in the first Pokemon movie.
Chris Chan, whose legal name is
Absolutely
Christine
nuts.
Chandler, was taken to the Central Virginia Regional Jail and held without bond after being charged with incest. The victim was alleged to be Chris's mother. On August 8, 2023, 2 years after the arrest, the charges were ultimately dismissed.
That's one thing that pissed me off with it. That was, arrest of the century. Yeah, it is. Because if you're on the internet, everyone, well, the majority of people know who he was. That was just... I gotta like that video, though, because that was just absolutely insane. You know, it's mind-blown with certain things. Especially because, obviously, I did a lot of the anime stuff before doing the depth case and everything else and moving into what I'm doing now. And, again, you know, we covered a few of these at the very start, of the very, very start of the YouTube career, like 2017, 2018, around by there, bloody hell. That's years ago. But, well, Kel, you know, Astrid as well, you know, you have now found out who Chris Chan is. Yeah. It's, like, say, sarcasm, exactly. You know what, sarcasm? Because what I'm trying to do, with things that we speak about and talk about on here on the stream, I'm going to cut up the segments. That is going to be the title of the video of when I put this on there. The incredible interdimensional weird tales of Chris Chan. We're going to be using that, because that is just absolutely hysterical. But yeah, so we got that one by there, and because obviously it is Chris Chan, it's everything that this person is... What? Sorry, I'm getting just... You know when you look at things and, you know, you see things and all of a sudden your mind just goes off towards something else? Like by here, I'm gonna... Right, where's my camera on here? I'm gonna turn me off. This one by here, the one we're hovering over there. When they realized the severed head was real. When the severed head was real. Should we watch that one? Because I do have a few other things that we're going to look at by here. But literally... Yeah, we got to.
Is this blood?
Could possibly be blood.
Hey, who did that?
We have to watch this one, folks.
Blood on your hands here. Nobody's armed?
Nobody's armed.
You sure?
Taylor Shabiznes, a 25-year-old woman, pretending
She's actually
to be
really
insane
pretty.
to cover up one of the most disturbing crimes Wisconsin has ever
Oh
seen.
my god.
A brutal murder, followed by a gruesome act of mutilation that left
Insane.
an entire community horrified. It all began on February 23rd,
Yeah, Pluto.
2022, in a quiet neighborhood on Stony Brook Lane in Green Bay.
Astrid,
a mother
yeah,
walked
you
into
can.
her basement
Oh.
and found her son's head in a bucket. Seconds later, a chilling 911 call shattered the silence.
Brown County Public Safety, how may I help you?
I have
Oh my
no clue
God.
what's happening. My girl swears that she's found her severed head of her son in the basement.
Did you go down there?
I went down. I can't tell what it is. It's part of my language. I'm kind of a little freaked out.
Okay. Did she just wake up and say that?
Yeah.
And whose head is it?
What the
She's
hell?
claiming it's her son.
How old is her son?
24, 25.
Has he been missing or?
No, yeah, he was here yesterday with some chick, and then
Angel, yeah, it was show business.
And she came up to use the restroom.
Absolutely
a couple
nuts.
times, and she keeps calling and calling. Now she's saying that she hears the phone down there too.
Okay. Is she with you right now?
Yes, I won't. Yeah, she's upstairs. She's a little freaked out, and I don't know
Oh,
what to do.
that poor woman.
Stay on the line.
If she won't look again, I don't know what the hell, man.
Do you think she's hallucinating, or do you think that?
I don't think so. I went down and there's
Where's the
something in
subtitles?
bucket.
Options.
I can't. I don't know, man. She's a little freaked out and kind of freaking me out.
Can I talk to her?
Yes, you can.
You
Hey,
would
hi,
be
Kara.
freaked
So
out,
can you tell
wouldn't
me
you?
What's going on?
Pretty positive my son's head is in a bucket, by the own bucket in my basement.
What makes you think that?
Because I looked in the bucket.
And what did you see?
Exactly what I told you.
Okay.
Oh.
Where's the rest of the body at?
No idea.
Okay. It couldn't be like a fake head or something?
I'm not touching it. I'm not looking at it again.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Just go ahead and wait for the officers, okay?
Bloody hell. Literally have no idea what I would do in that
Coverage is made possible
situation.
by Morgan & Morgan.
Yeah.
If you many insurance in Philadelphia, one in just
We're not looking at that because, you know, it's not my sponsor. Yeah, in a sarcasm, imagine doing it.
Did you both see this?
I opened the towel, I picked up the towel and dropped it because I don't know what it is, man. I have bad vision, and she's like, is that what I did?"
Angel, you know what? We are seeing more and more of this kind of stuff happening now.
Do you want to stay with those two? I'll just go see what.
Yeah. So,
Where's it at?
go right there. Look right. There's a bucket with a towel on it.
She doesn't look that old either, that, you know. Oh, the poor girl.
The deputy can't believe what he's seeing, still trying to process the horror.
Dude, it is.
Oh my god. It is a real head. You know what? Literally, like, where's everything going on?
Okay. Hold on. Just.
Both officers freeze, still in shock, struggling to believe there's an actual human head in that bucket.
That's real, right?
Innit, what do you do? What do you do in that situation?
That's real, dog. Alcohol, I got.
Ooh.
4 Ed 1 to 82 Sam. That's real, dog.
That. You can see why a lot of police officers have to go to therapy, don't you?
Here sooner rather than later, that'd be appreciated. We've got quite a bit of blood down here, and I want to clear this rest of this house.
It's just the way he's saying it.
2 people in the house for sure.
We got, you know, it's like,
The victim
how
was
do you
identified
process
as
it?
24-year-old Shad Therian. He was the ex-boyfriend, or maybe just a former lover, of Taylor Shabiznes, someone she had known for years. His body had been brutally dismembered, pieces scattered, cut apart with kitchen knives. Investigators quickly traced a possible location for Shabiznes, a home on Eastman Avenue. They also flagged a van connected to her name.
Please, nobody. Please, nobody.
Oh, shit. Yeah, where is the body? I love the sound of crunching snow.
Nothing.
One thing I did see is that they had,
is this blood? Does this look like blood to you?
No way.
Bloody footprint? You see this right here?
Could possibly be blood.
No footprints on the passenger side.
Hey, who did that?
Yeah, there's stuff in the footwell.
Taylor, how's it going? Officer Russell with the Green Bay Police Department. Just make sure you ain't got nothing on you here. With Taylor.
Contact with Taylor.
Taylor, you have a warrant for your arrest. Just put your hands behind your back quick.
Anybody else in your apartment?
Blood on her thumb.
You got blood on your hands here too.
No, on your hands.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to.
What apartment is she in?
What apartment are you in?
Do we have Adam 3 come up?
Hey, custom, yeah, get up here.
On the double.
Which apartment?
One, there's what they came back to.
What goes through their heads to actually make them do stuff like this?
Yeah, go. Guys, hurry up and get here now.
Absolutely
Watch
nuts.
this window right here. Watch this window right here. Gun.
Just
go in here.
You know, nonchalant just there. It's
Come to the back of the apartments. That's where we are.
Intimidator, how are we? Oh, we're watching just some body cams. We just watched Chris Chan.
2 more will be fine. If 84 is here.
Oh.
Contact with the mail.
Walk out towards me.
Have a seat.
Have a seat. All the traffic. Come out towards me. Get on the ground.
Who else is in the apartment? Be straight up.
Tomes.
Tomes? Who else? Just Tomes? Is he armed? Nobody's armed?
Nobody's armed.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You know what now? It's just because of how the internet is and how everyone's brains go towards the internet. Have you seen that thing recently on like Instagram where they're showing mugshots of really pretty looking women and you got tons of people like, I'll let her ruin my life and all this kind of stuff. The way she was by there then, the way she was just sat by here looking, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like, what is going on? It's like, you know, see, look at her. It's like smiling. It's like, yeah, no one's there. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Go ahead.
Oh, couldn't they hack it to him? Let's see, it's
negative. We got enough here.
Seeing a lot of the
Taylor
ones who
was
do
taken into
start
custody for
jobs and they
interrogation
quit out of
to
the blue.
explain the reason behind this
Sometimes
brutal
they're
murder.
the ones who just forced.
She kept denying the allegations, but what she didn't realize was that this case was about to explode nationwide, all in the name of justice for Shad Therian.
I hate this outfit. Never in my life.
Sorry.
Well, a few hours ago,
don't care about the outfit, love. You know, it's
on Stone and Brook. The parents' house, Shad Therian. Do you know Shad? And how do you know Shad?
He's my ex.
like, yes.
Boyfriend.
Just nonchalant about, just smiling.
Kind of disturbing
yeah.
stuff at the house there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of blood. Basically Shad's head. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And then, so we know you were there at one point.
Yeah.
With Shad.
Yeah.
But we also know you left.
Yeah.
Now that van, is that your van?
No, that's my neighbor's.
Your neighbor's van?
Oh, the guy I was staying at.
Okay, so where did you go? Which place where did the police get you? Was that on Eastman?
You can turn off the CC system there.
Is that where you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm staying there right now.
Okay, is that your apartment?
No,
No. Whose apartment is it?
that man.
And who is that man?
Scott Thomas.
Scott?
Thomas.
Scott Thomas,
So,
okay.
And that's his van?
Yes.
Okay. And so, did you leave from Shad's house and go to Scott's house sometime today?
Yeah.
Well, they found part of Shad at his house, his mom's house. Found his head. Where's the rest of his body?
It's there. It's at his house.
It is in the house?
What? Where?
It's at his house.
Can you tell me what happened?
It's a good question because I blacked out during that time.
So you think the body is still there?
I don't see why not. Unless it's just up and moved, which it could have. You never know.
Where do you think the body would be?
I was right there by the bed.
True life, yeah.
By the bed, you think?
Yeah, I was cuddling it by the bed.
You were what?
I was cuddling it by the bed.
You were cuddling the body with it by the bed? Oh, okay.
Was it just you and Shad down in the basement?
Yeah.
Was anybody else down there at any point?
She was cuddling the body.
Went to Shad's house.
What was it, like 2 days ago?
Okay. Did you stay there the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You start to remember now what happened with Shad? A little bit? What do you remember so far?
There's this chain. There was this chain thing, right?
Wow.
And, like I was playing around with it.
Okay.
And like we were smoking the right? I'm terrible at explaining things, so let's see here. And then here comes the chain, right? And then you put it around his neck. Well, we were like playing around and then I don't know, I was tugging on it and then.
So you were smoking. What would that be?
Ice.
Wow, method.
Ice.
Oh, Angel Wolf. I can say we already got that one thing. It's.
I know my eyes are crazy.
Were you smoking the ice?
Yeah.
And how? On a pipe or someplace else?
The one that's on the counter or on the table. I left the baggie there.
Did?
I did.
Where?
Green baggie, and it should be right on.
But where exactly? In Eastman or Story?
At Shad's.
At Shad's.
Yeah.
Okay. And you say, where was this place? Where would it be? In the basement or on the first floor, second floor?
Basement.
The basement. And it was.
No, they don't mix well.
Basically a window bag, type of little small plastic bag.
Crushed up.
Crushed up. And so there was a chain. What kind of chain?
It's the one that's on the same place as where the.
And where would that be again, please?
I think it's on a dresser.
On a dresser?
Is it? Oh, is it on a dresser? I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't been there.
It's just weird. I got like a weird flashback from it. So.
But what happened?
Yeah, it's short. It was real short. But.
What did you see?
I don't even know anymore. Like it was weird. I was riding him like a donkey, okay? And then like I think so. I think that's what was happening. I was like pulling and then like I don't know.
It is Melby. It's
having sex.
For his mum. It's
It was getting there. Okay. So will this be considered foreplay?
Yeah, it was. And then I just didn't stop. I don't know why. I didn't stop.
You guys done something like this in the past?
Not like that.
Do you use manual strangulation during sex at all? Is Shad like that?
A manual strangulation? Yes.
He likes strangulation?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, he does. Yeah, I do.
And you do too, or just him?
Both of us.
And what would you guys like to do? Is there a certain role play?
This is just nuts, isn't it?
Shad? Or was it just some sort of strangulation? How would you guys...
It's just the way that they've gone about, but the way she's saying about it as well. The fact that she goes, oh yeah, I just didn't stop. It's like, so what? You used the chain? What did you... That's the one thing that has just made a little bomb in my brain go boom. Oh, we were using this chain and I just didn't stop. It's, you gotta have some force to rip someone's head off with a bloody choker. Wow. But again, smoking meth and doing all this is what they like doing. Scary. Scary beyond belief.
But does anybody like strangle the other person?
I like doing that a lot.
Alright, so you like being strangled, like having your airway, or do you like doing it to somebody else?
I like doing it to somebody else.
Does Shad like to be strangled?
That right by there, you know, oh, I like to do it to other people. That literally shows that she has like a god complex. Like, I can take your life away. Oh, Melby, what? Yeah, with the drugs as well. You know, it's
Sex?
I have no idea. I think so.
Have you done it before?
Yeah, yeah, he does. He likes it.
So obviously, you said you smoked some ice. Do you take any prescription medications?
No.
Okay. Do you have any mental health issues we should be aware of?
I don't know yet. I think
Have you been diagnosed with anything officially? Because I know that Shad has got some mental health issues. That's according to his mother. Since high school.
Yeah.
So then you guys were boyfriend girlfriend at one point? For how long?
right. And just I was gonna say because the way she said it about I was riding him like a donkey, just didn't stop.
Seeing him again.
Moonshade.
He's my buddy. He's my homie. So like.
I hope you had lovely
You've
lunch.
always been friends.
I had a Subway sandwich.
So you and Shad went back to Shad's mom's house. How'd you get in? Did you see, was anybody home?
The doors unlocked.
We went.
What time do you think this was? Was anybody home? Did you encounter anybody?
Tara? Grandma. Is that the mom's name?
Yes.
Grandma?
Yeah, I can't believe I left the head though.
What did you do with the body?
The body's there.
So were you going to take the head somewhere?
What?
You liked it?
Well, you're going to have fun trying to look for all the organs, but yeah, they're all dismembered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you dismembered the body too?
What the fuck? You're gonna have fun trying to find all the organs. Ooh, you know what? Just watching this, I feel like I need a stiff drink. Bloody hell. This is the what she... Oh my god. It's... Ooh, you know what though, Moonshade? You cannot beat a Greg's sausage roll. You can't beat that one bit. This is absolutely nuts. Oh my days. You're gonna have fun looking for all the organs. They're all dismembered. Wow.
Yeah.
And what did you do with the body parts? Basement, upstairs, downstairs?
Absolutely in the basement. I was gonna bring them with them. And then, I know I forgot the head. I wanted the head.
Did you bring anything with you?
Yeah.
What was she gonna do with the head? Oh, I think she's missing many screws from the toolbox, Intimidator, with this. Oh my god. What would she... You know what? I love watching horror films. Switchblade Romance or High Tension, which is the name of it in the States, or Haute Tension in French. There's a part in that where they have a severed head, and I'm just thinking of that now. It's like, holy shit. She ran upstairs and used the knot. Right. Oh. Oh, Melby. Well, say I was out. I only get something if I'm out, so I normally have a sandwich from the kitchen here.
What is it? I don't know, foot maybe.
The what?
I think it's a foot.
A foot
leg?
in the van?
A leg, maybe? I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna bring it all, and then I'm like, man, this is nuts.
Did she just say foot?
I got lazy.
Okay.
I got lazy, and that's what I get, so I'm like...
So there's gonna be maybe a foot or a leg in the van.
Oh my God.
I forgot that was in the van, so, yeah.
Oh my
What
God.
did you do with the head?
The head, I put it in that bucket.
That's right, Moonshade, yeah.
Black bucket?
With the blanket on top.
Okay.
I should have took it with me.
And then where'd you leave it?
Leave the head? The head's still in the bucket. It's right by the stairs.
Jeez.
How did you dismember his body then?
Knives.
With what?
Knives.
Knives.
Wow.
Knives? Just more than one knife?
About 4.
Where'd you get those from?
Kitchen. So I couldn't find mine when I wasn't sharp enough.
They weren't sharp?
No.
She couldn't find hers.
Bread knife?
A bread knife works good, yeah.
Really?
I had to use what I used, so like, yeah.
A bread knife is serrated. Holy shit. Here's the title for this segment: Sausage Rolls, Jam Donuts, and a Severed Head. That is amazing. You know what that is. That's going in there.
I got lazy last night, so...
Where would these knives be now?
They're in...
Sarcasm, you are turning into my official...
in the black bag.
My official title man.
Basement?
It's in the basement. They're all in the basement. I never left the basement. I just went up the stairs.
So all the body parts and knives will be in a black bag. So you, at one point, did you bring these bags with you? Or were they already there?
I was gonna, but I got lazy. And
Right, you're going to bring them with you when you left.
Yeah, the ice wore off, yeah.
There when you used them? Or did you bring them with you with Shad? Or did you just find them there?
They were there. I found them there, and I emptied them out. I put them in there, and I was gonna bring it, and I'm just like, I got paranoid, and I'm lazy, and I never get paranoid. But this time it was just like, I think it was the dope.
Did you want Shad to be dead?
No, it was out of random. Like, I wasn't expecting that, and it kind of threw me off guard. And it was in an open place, you know, that you went in the basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty open.
And so, where did you get the chain?
I don't know. He pulled it out.
He pulled it out. What'd you guys do with them?
We put them around her necks.
You did. Okay. And then what were you doing while they were around their necks?
I was strangling them.
You were strangling him?
I was having fun with them, and then
So when did you realize that Shad was not alive anymore?
you know, his face turned purple.
Okay.
He was coughing up blood. And he was
Oh my days.
He was pissing himself. His face was all purple.
I still didn't stop. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then like,
So his blood was coming out of his
I
mouth
kept on
too?
feeling his heartbeat. Hearing his heartbeat.
I'm sorry?
Hearing his heartbeat. Sorry.
Okay.
Holy shit.
No. No.
So,
I'm gonna try to do that.
did you figure he was dead then?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Wow.
Played with him a little bit.
Did you try to call his mom or dad? Or
This
anybody
is
else?
sarcasm. That is exactly what I'm thinking now.
An ambulance?
It's just casual talk for her.
You wanted him? You wanted him to die, or he did? I'm trying to understand.
I didn't want him to die, actually.
But he did.
He's my buddy, but like it happened again.
Happen again.
What?
But then, did you feel a need to try to help him?
Oh, Moonship, we talked about earlier, they must do.
It happened so fast.
But I do think with some of these detectives and all that, I think because they're so used to, obviously, the homicide one, seeing things, and it keeps bringing me back to when I hear things like this, is the film Heat by Michael Mann. And there's a documentary on the Blu-ray with the guy who Al Pacino, his character, of who he is actually based on. And, Vincent Hanna is based on this actual copper who is in Chicago. And he met the real Neil McCauley and all that. And he was talking about these horror stories. And one of these horror stories got put into the film. And it's when Al Pacino's wife is saying, why won't you talk to me? You know, what's going on? You know, and he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And she's like, well, someone's behind that grim look on your face. He's like, I don't want to talk about it. Stop pushing me. And she pushes and he says, all right, let me share my day. Hi, honey. Sorry I'm late for dinner because I had to kill this junky asshole who microwaved a baby because the baby was crying too loud. In the film, I was like, that's a pretty gruesome line. But the actual real detective said he's actually had to witness that. And he was saying about it, it's like the guy who, this junkie was literally like how she is. Just talking about it, oh yeah, like this. And he said, he goes, after a while, you get so used to all these horrible and depraved things, your emotions just disappear. Literally, that's what, and it's absolutely nuts. Because I wonder what these detectives' lives are like when they leave work. You know, they leave work, they hear all these horrible things, and all they, you know, it's like, it's got to play on their minds, obviously, you know, that sort of thing. And the way it's been going, it's like, what is going on? You know, like, are you okay? They have to, you know, it's absolutely scary and it's horrible for these detectives, it really is. Recently I was watching a VTuber I follow on Twitch, I got called a Nazi rape. Oh my god. Talking about some of one of the viewers brought up and I added them saying, if you enter the country illegally, you committed a crime. Yeah, it is. They proceeded to call me names, asking if I voted for Trump, the way the streamer had to mute them. This person then DM'd me. Oh my god. And the nonce blocked me after each time. Oh, you know, that's sad. Yeah, sarcasm, yeah. Police, EMT, firemen, disaster relief workers, they all have it, yeah. It's sad to see, like, you know, Moonshade. I had to deal with blood and gore and horrible pictures I was doing. Yeah. You know, Moonshade, we'll say with that there, because I love Tom Savini. And he was saying for some of his stuff, he would look at real burn victims and stuff for, like, Freddy Krueger makeup and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's... When you see all these things, the policeman is... You could see why some police officers do, you know, take their own lives because of some of the things they've seen. It's sad, you know? And then you get some people, like, again, like, you know, we were talking about this yesterday. Ted Bundy and all these other ones. Richard Ramirez, you know, Night Stalker. All these people, they were getting offers from women and everything in jail. And it's like, what's wrong with you? It's mental. The way this world is, it's... Why can't everyone just get along? That's what I want. Just be nice, like, so you know?
After he realized he was no longer, he was dead.
But this is just nuts.
Blood's going out of his mouth. What'd you do?
Clean him up a little bit. I just played with him like a little. I felt like
you said play with him. What do you mean?
Played with his.
Okay.
Yeah, like I put him up over the bed.
He was dead!
So then you had sex with him?
Yes. Okay. And I had a dildo that I took out.
Okay.
And I played with him too.
What'd you do with the dildo?
And I just cuddled him and I hugged him.
What'd you do with the dildo?
I put it in his mouth, put it in his ass.
Okay. So you cuddled his body, and then what did you decide to do?
We never had sex, but we were getting there out.
I'm sorry. Did we literally just hear her say that? Holy shit. Absolutely nuts. Holy moly.
I understand that, but you said that she played with his after he was dead.
Oh yeah.
Was it erect?
It was half. It was half.
Did you?
Even.
What did you do with this?
I cut it off.
So you cleaned his head in the shower and then dumped the bucket?
I should have cleaned his head in the shower. I should have just polished it off.
What is going on?
I like that.
And did you tell him what happened or no? You tell him what happened to Chad?
Yeah, he's got body parts in his hand, so he's got to get that out.
Yeah, we'll get
I forgot about that. I've been off of it right now. I
blame the drugs.
Right. I want to look into a couple other things and we'll be with you, and if you need anything, you knock on the door. Okay?
How you doing? Good. Everything okay?
You're doing good.
Can you talk about you're playing with them?
Oh my god. What the hell, man?
Okay. Was it light out at some point? Was the sun off?
When I looked out the little window, I seen it.
You could see light?
I could see the light.
So you were playing with them when it was light out?
Yep.
Okay.
How long did it take it for him to die?
3
Moonshade, you gotta do it for your job. You know, you have to do it.
The chain went around his neck. Were you and Chad like kissing or any foreplay or anything?
No, we were chilling. We're home.
You just chilling. So all of a sudden, the chain went around his neck?
Yeah.
How come? I'm just trying to get
Yeah, why did it go around his neck?
Alright.
I was gonna walk him like a dog.
And he wanted that?
I have no idea. What am I gonna do it anyway?
Okay.
Yeah,
And
she's
you're claiming it was his idea?
she's just crazy, isn't she? She is. She is a
That was
sociopath.
his idea. It was all him.
You made the comment, you said that when you were choking him, he was coughing up blood, you kind of were like, well, I've gone this far, I'm just going to keep going. Did you realize that by continuing that may kill him?
Oh yeah, because I felt bad because I'm like, he's going to be wheezing after this. I'm like, might as well just kill it.
Okay. So you
Holy
realized that by
moly.
continuing that you may actually...
Oh, this is just
I
nuts.
swear to God, he was telling me, he's just like, just do it. So I'm like, fuck. And I did it.
Okay.
Nah.
You also said that you enjoyed it, right? You kind of enjoyed it?
Oh yeah.
Alright. What'd you enjoy about that? Was it kind of thrilling, a rush?
The hell?
What was the feeling?
Some people, man, innit? It's
That's all it is. I don't know.
I'm just trying to understand.
absolutely just.
Enjoyed it. You know, did it make you happy? Was it just kind of exciting? Like opening Christmas presents?
Like,
or?
I don't know. It's, like, this is the thing that I have, like, I've always had, you know, like.
Alanator, yes!
So much
Oh
that,
my god, I haven't thought about her in
like, yeah, it happens
years.
to me. That's the feeling that I have.
Yeah, Amanda Wynn Lee. So yeah, the anime voice actress. She would do, because what was it? She was at a panel, wasn't she? And she was high as a kite. She was drunk as a skunk, and she just started saying all this stupid nonsense. And she started crying, and then she started blaming other people for her being like it. I remember that. Oh my god. Yeah, Cal. It's like she's like, oh, well, I'm going to do it anyway, but I don't want to do it. It's like, well, are you gonna, make up your mind with this? Yeah, it's Jeffrey Dahmer, the female version. Astrid, 100%. Because you could see throughout this entire interview, she's just like laughing, joking. It's almost like she's giving an interview not for prison, though. It's like, oh yeah, we did this, yeah, I cuddled with his body, I done this with him after he was gone. Ugh. It's all about her, yeah. Exactly what she wanted.
I love something so much that I kill it. Like, I cuddle it so much and then I kill it. That's what happens to me. So,
Alright, so he dies, he's dead.
Well, I'm never gonna give her a cuddle.
And then,
Holy
the rest of his
hell.
body, I don't even know what it is. It's in a big blue container, you know? Big,
So at the house.
It's like a big Tupperware, but it's not a Tupperware, but it's a Tupperware container, like a
big storage tote?
Yeah, one of those. And then,
So that's where the body parts are in? Or I thought you said they were in a black bag.
they are. They're scattered around.
Oh my
What about the rest of
god.
his body parts? Did that take all day to do?
I was getting pissed off at the dismemberment process, actually.
Did it take a while?
It took a while.
Yeah.
Well,
because,
yeah,
like,
it's
I was
going
nodding
to.
out. I was nodding out, so I
Okay, so you're kind of sleeping, kind of nodding in and out. Have you taken any other drugs?
should have took drugs. I probably would have helped, but I didn't.
So, there's already a fault in this story, obviously. Because she said earlier, I blacked out. I didn't know what I was doing. But she has literally said a detailed description of what she did. And now she's telling these coppers that it was basically she made a treasure hunt with all his organs and stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
So, but it took a while to cut the rest of the body up?
Absolutely insane.
So, I I'm just trying to, so I understand tools. So you said were you cutting and then you kind of nod off, kind of wake up and start cutting again?
Yeah.
So it took
Jesus
you a
Christ.
body apart. There were times where you might have napped or whatever. It wasn't, you didn't work nonstop to dismember his body, right?
I mean, I probably did. Well, in my sleep, I do things in my sleep.
You do things in your sleep.
Oh my
Yeah,
days.
so like, that was probably it right there.
Did anybody ever come downstairs at all?
Tara.
Oh, Alanator, yeah, I remember that one.
She came downstairs and then with the kitty cat, and then she set the
Sarcasm. I was a butcher. I was a butcher from 2004 until 2011, working for Morrison's, the supermarket here in the UK. I was a butcher there. So, yeah, it's, when you need to go through meat, you need to get the sharp, say, obviously for the tendons. Sometimes it can be easy, sometimes it's literally like you're trying to cut a straw and a rubber band that is not going to go anywhere. Jeez, it's this person.
And I threw the kitty cat.
Did you talk to her?
I'm like, hey Tara. I don't know, it was just weird. Cause like it was an open space, you know, like there was no closed door, and I'm like, it was weird.
She think she saw anything?
I have no idea.
Well, you knew and that you didn't want to.
Was the mother in the house still? Or was it his house? Because with her saying that there was people upstairs or whatever, how did they not come down and, you know, look or hear things or whatever? And especially, obviously, when meat decomposes. Oh my god. I am lost now with this one. I am so lost.
Actually, I thought about it. And then I was getting angry at myself. Very angry at myself. Because
I wonder why.
I didn't have the proper tools.
Yeah.
Not having that.
Hey, can you see a second? I gotta ask you a question.
After a few hours, investigators brought Taylor in for a second interview,
Okay.
this time pressing for specifics. They needed to know exactly how she dismembered the body.
I just want to kind of clarify some things quick. Detective Groff will be in short.
Could be, Kel. Very well, could be. Could be soundproofed.
So you cut the head and then pulled the
Oh my
tongue.
god. They were upstairs.
No.
Holy moly.
Dismembering the body.
Yep.
There was. I mean, I'm going like this with a knife, so there's blood. Whatever. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can we talk a few minutes again?
Yeah.
We're at the house
Ah, right. Two levels. Right. Got it.
They're the ones that kind of like take care of people that died and see how they died. And so, you know, they have a bunch of questions for us that we really can't answer. And the biggest questions that they have is exactly how did you dismember Shad?
Nice.
Did you cut arms, or I mean, was it just internal organs, or?
So you started on the head, right?
Yeah, and then I don't know where I went from there. I just went crazy.
Did you remove his arms?
Yeah.
Okay, can you show me where you would cut on the arms?
Right there.
Right at the elbows?
At the joint of the elbow.
Was this part of the arm left on?
You gotta go in that blue bed.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
But you know that you cut off at the elbows?
Yeah.
Okay, you cut both arms off at the elbows?
I would hope so. Because like I was saying, that dismemberment process I did was like really messed up, because like I was nodding out.
Holy moly.
I was like sawing it off.
Did you
use just a knife?
Just a knife, so like, yeah.
Did you remove any part of his, did you dismember his legs at all? Where would you have done the legs?
I think there's one leg that's actually intact.
Okay.
And then, maybe.
So, she said that she had like one leg in her truck or whatever, and things are scattered around, you know, the basement stuff, the blue bins or whatever, the black bags. And if she cut obviously in there, go in there, get the joint, basically like a turkey leg, very easy to go in, just put it in, get your knife through and cut down. But, as Sarcasm is saying right by here now, surely they found the body, they would have looked around for it, yeah? You would assume so. Well, I would assume so.
Or is it arm? I have no idea.
Where was his body located when he did this dismembering? Was it in one spot? Or
Yeah, it was all in the same spot.
And where's that again?
Absolutely nuts.
So the body was in the blue tub as you were cutting it up?
Yeah.
Okay, then did you empty the tub?
In word on, oh, I knew that name in years.
You know what I mean?
Elga, how are we?
Or just a mattress? Or?
There was a mattress that was laid down. There should be blood on the sheets.
But was when you took off his head, was he lying on a mattress? Or was he someplace else?
I had his head hanging off.
The mattress?
And then I was...
But was a bucket underneath his head?
Yeah.
So it was high enough?
Like a guillotine.
I don't know, it just dropped in there.
What's that?
It just dropped in there after I got the bone.
But it was high enough that it could stand up underneath his body, you know what I mean? So let's say the body is the bed, the bucket was able to fit underneath there. Was that the bed was high enough?
No way, Moonshade. Oh, we'll have to look for that as well.
Outside or something, the bucket.
No, the bucket was just fine where it's at, on the edge of the bed.
You can sky from work, Helga. Just say I said you're allowed.
On the floor.
And what do you think
just tell him I
happen
said
if somebody does something like this to somebody else?
I don't know. They obviously get prison time. I don't know. A whole lot. Like,
obviously.
Out of random.
Think it was the right thing to do?
No, I did it anyway.
Did you remove any other? You said you had the heart and the liver, all but the lungs. Did you remove all that from the chest cavity? Or did you leave them in there? Or?
It could be in there.
She is. This woman is a complete nut job.
Separate bags or one big bag?
Wow.
They're all in separate bags, like Walmart bags. And then you'll find them.
They're bound to have them all, aren't they? They're bound to find the bits.
We're done, so.
Obviously.
I didn't know that.
I'm just.
Well, you're not going to go free, love.
What it is, and I don't like to screw around with anybody, so.
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
No. You've been forthcoming with us, so we're going to be forthcoming with you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
I mean, like Dave said, if somebody kills somebody and dismembers them, do you not think that person probably should go to jail?
Yeah. Oh, my days.
So, like, I don't even know. Like, I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. You need something? You said knock on the door.
Thank you.
Taylor Shabusiness faced a 5-day trial on 3 charges.
A bag for life, Helga,
homicide, mutilating a corpse, and 3rd-degree sexual assault. Her attorney tried to exclude some of the evidence, arguing it portrayed her as the worst killer in human history.
But she's one of the worst.
The court for what
she
was
is one of
about
those
to
people.
unfold. At one point, Shabusiness violently attacked her own attorney during a hearing.
No way.
It was her 2nd assault on legal counsel, prompting multiple public defenders to withdraw. After firing her last appellate attorney over a no-merit report, the Wisconsin State Public Defender's Office refused to appoint another. Shabusiness never denied the allegations and chose not to testify. Though she entered a plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect, the jury ultimately found her mentally competent. She was convicted on all counts and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Is that all?
For exclusive clips and behind-the-scenes content,
is that
join
all?
us on
All issue. You know what? It's like, yeah, okay, you know, she's in jail for the rest of her life. Yeah, okay, whatever. But with this, it's like, come on. It's like, look what you did. And to be honest with you, I hope the prison she's in is that she is literally away from everyone else. Solitary confinement. That's what they need. No one to be in the, just literally open the little mailbox slot, put her food in, close it, and that's it. That's what needs to be done. That is nuts. Oh yeah, Melby, I'll say yes. We will get a note for you, Helga. We will. But yeah, that one there is absolutely insane. Right, so we done that one. We've seen the Chris Chan one. Yeah, we did Chris Chan earlier, boys and girls. So there's one, I'm not too sure if you've seen this one, but it's actually kind of sad, but it's like, actually, you deserve what happened. So
there was
with this one,
text message.
an 11-year-old girl she rang the police saying that her friends were, one of her friends was abducted and all this kind of stuff, which is absolutely like, what the hell? Yeah, oh, good. Moonshine, that's exactly what she needs.
From someone saying they were behind a car, their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call to 911.
But I didn't talk.
Because you did something stupid.
It's like, I saw this and straight away it's like, she's crying, she's doing all this, like literally the way she just said to her mum and dad, I told you the truth, why are you still angry at me? Because you literally committed a felony. It's, you know, Melby, that could actually be very true. They attack them all just to be like, oh, look, I'm nuts, I'm crazy. That's exactly what it is.
On July 26, 2023, dispatchers
Yeah,
in
Cassandra,
Volusia County
it is
received urgent 911 text from a driver who claims to be following an armed kidnapper's van on the interstate. When they trace the phone, however, they learn the messages are coming from a residence in Port Orange, turning a plea for help.
It's a lovely house and the land they got as well.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has mostly never been seen before until now.
I just love the father in it. He's like, no, you've done something stupid.
911 begins receiving texts from someone named Lily Lee Combs. She claims to be following a kidnapper's van on the interstate, and updates are still pouring in. Volusia County deputies, multiple area police departments, and a helicopter.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Actions and consequences. They've literally told the police, oh, and look, you got 4 different officers here. 4 different vehicles, 4 different lots. Like, again, there could be 2 officers in each car. So if you think about it, let's say there's 2 in each car. That's 8 officers dealing with a prank. And literally, that's something else could have been happening on the other side of the city where they're needed. But no, there's little girl, oh, look what I'm doing, oh yes, my friend's been kidnapped, oh no, they're on the interstate.
Join the urgent search. When they fail to locate
and the helicopter.
The van, a deputy tries calling the phone number that's been sending the text messages.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Is this the... What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello?
Moonshade, it could be TikTok. Because that's one thing at the moment with my niece. I'm not a fan of TikTok. I do post on this sometimes, but the way I look at TikTok and the way that the younger generation are this day, oh my god, I sound like my grandfather. The younger generation, generation. Is like, say, she's 14 next Monday, and a lot of stuff, they see things on TikTok or whatever, and they think it's funny or whatever, and then they'll do it themselves. Like here in the UK, Moonshade, you've probably seen the person who, the teenager in London. For a TikTok, he'd just walk into a random person's home, sit down and be like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, no, you could do that to someone and someone could literally get you, you know? It's, hello! Toonie, how are we doing this afternoon? But yeah, it's, you know, say, and TikTok, because obviously how, oh, bloody hell. Because now you can post longer. Before, it used to be 30 to 60 second clips, a bit like Vine. And kids' attention spans, they're all going like that. This is why, one of the reasons why, when you see a lot of movies this day and age, very quick cuts. Because people can't concentrate long enough. Like, ooh, stimulation. That's what it is. But some of the pranks, though, it's like, oh my god. Some pranks are absolutely disgusting. And at this moment in time, if you've seen the one where someone's going around with their phone and they're pretending to steal money from Apple phones, that's going to end up with someone getting beaten to a pulp. It really is. And in London, I believe it was this week, when someone who is TikTok famous. He did this prank, but the person he did it to was actually a police officer undercover, and they got him. And he's like, it's a prank, it's a prank. So,
yeah, can you hear me?
absolutely, there's no consequences to their actions.
Please leave your message for
Oh.
That's my voicemail. It says, RP confirming they are in a blue Jeep. Victim is in a white van. They can see they are being restrained.
Oh yeah, Cal, they get injured so much.
At the turnaround?
A new text message comes through, including a detailed description of the suspect,
Oh,
who's described
yeah.
as having brown hair and blue eyes.
How is she behind him?
So
She's seeing this
silly.
happen and she knows what color
So
eyes she has.
silly.
That's weird. Brown hair and blue eyes, but she's behind him.
Yeah, she's behind him. How does she know?
Saw the incident or saw witnessed the kidnapping, or I mean, like.
I think that's what made him go, like, ooh, this is what it is.
Yeah, RP confirming they were in a blue Jeep, victim in a white van. Of course, it's a white van. Like it just. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not
You know,
saying,
even they're like saying now, like, oh, what's going on?
Their suspicions about the text messages are all but confirmed when a GPS trace on the phone comes back to a residence in Port Orange, indicating the texter is not traveling on the highway as they claim.
Oh.
Deputies quickly head to the residence to investigate.
It's a lovely property what this guy owns.
This is. Do you have a daughter or a child at the home named by Lily Lee?
No.
No? Anybody home?
Yeah, my wife, my kids. We just got home from Pennsylvania. I have an Ava and a Mikey.
Ava and a Mikey?
Yep.
One Delta 5.
Would you like to see them?
The deputies follow
Moonshade
him to
of-
his
so-
house,
see,
where
that
he
sort of thing
informs his
there
wife what's going on.
really annoys me.
Yeah, so somebody called in, or well, they texted.
Sorry, I'm in my pajamas.
No, it's fine.
You're fine.
Someone texted into 911 that someone was getting kidnapped and they were on the interstate, but then when they went and did like a location on the phone, the address was showing up here.
That
As
is
their
true,
daughter Ava
Melvin.
steps into the garage, her phone rings.
Oh.
The deputy answers it, leading to a shocking conclusion.
This is the phone.
Hello? Hold on. Who's this?
Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
All right, cool. This is Deputy Asby, the Sheriff's Office.
Uh-oh.
Got her.
Yep. All right.
Oh, okay. Is her dad home?
Yep. I got both her parents here.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna ask the sheriff to go away in a second.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What happened? I'm so.
Let me see this phone.
Yeah, so all these other numbers. So there's a phone call out to 911.
Is a phone call out to
Yeah.
that one? What time?
That's her
There's one
call.
right
That's
here.
her calling it.
There's 911 again right there.
This phone was called
These
in.
numbers calling back in are no caller ID.
You did.
Well, there's 3 different times that 911 was
I
called out
didn't
from
do it
this phone.
straight away because they've been caught.
Yep,
That was the initial call.
Twice.
No, I didn't mean to call that because I. But you did.
Reports show that the number belonging to Ava dialed 911 at 9:30. When asked where the emergency is, a female identified as possibly a juvenile responded, "I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number." The same phone number would later begin texting 911 to
my
report
God.
the kidnapping.
When did? I'm just so confused. I'm sorry. When did you guys? You got a message about an interstate?
So there was a text message from someone saying they were behind a car.
Did I call this
Who
back?
was kidnapped. Their friend was kidnapped from a Chick-fil-A in Palm Coast, and they were on the interstate behind the car.
What time is this?
This
Today?
is like, yeah, this is today. This
Oh,
is
we
actively
got
going on
home at
right now.
2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So we were here the whole time since 2:30. We were
It's-
on the interstate.
The mother is like, what's happening here? You know, what's going on? She's trying to think, and you can just see the dad is just like, I'm gonna kick ass. You know, it's like, what is going on? This is it. Call logs. It's like if she wanted to do this, she should have wiped everything out. But no, I remember she goes, "Oh, I didn't call them." He's like, "Well, the fucking phone says you did." Yeah, it's
Coming
Hey,
home
man,
from
everything's showing that
Pennsylvania.
Right.
you called out.
We showed up here like 2:10, 2:15.
Okay.
And we
yeah,
went to
but-
bed.
But these 911 calls.
For this
Al,
morning. You were calling 911? You were. Don't look surprised. You did. You
Did
did
you-
it on your phone.
Did they say anything to you? No one said anything to you?
Did you say, Ava,
You could see
have
the
to
dad,
explain
he's
what
getting
happened.
angry.
What's going on? What did
He's
you
like,
know?
what have you
Go
done?
inside, Ava, get your shoes on. Come out here.
didn't hit anything. Mommy, close the door. I just hit. You're not in trouble. I just need to know
No,
what
you
happened.
are
I
in
just
trouble.
don't understand because this is like weird.
Because we got to make sure that there's not somebody that's being kidnapped on the interstate and we're trying to find them. And all of a
Open your
sudden-
mouth if you said something on the phone.
I didn't say anything.
Everything on your phone is telling me that you made a phone call 911.
But I didn't talk.
While one deputy heads to her cruiser,
What
she
is
greets
going on?
officers from the Port Orange Police Department who have just arrived at the scene.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, Alan, yeah.
Oh, I was just trying to make heads and tails of that damn call. There's so many notes in it, my God.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. We're with the parents and the daughter, and I guess the daughter did have. We pulled up the call log, and she did call 911.
So the whole armed kidnapping thing and all that stuff is bogus, or?
The problem, right, so with this, the way I'm looking at it, the problem is, it's not just, I rang the police, it's, you literally said that a young girl was kidnapped. That's the problem. A young girl, and they say an armed kidnapping, again, that is going to send out police choppers. It's going to send out the 4 to 5 different cop cars we've seen. And she's just there. Well, I didn't say anything to him. No, but you rang him and you sent text messages. Oh, Melby. Yeah, it is. If I did something like this when I was a kid, I wouldn't be sat here today. My dad would have beaten the shit out of me. He would have. Like, what the hell are you doing? You know, and again, it's when you see certain things, it's like, you're not meant to, you know, we raised you differently, you know, it's, yeah, Cassandra, she kept texting after she said, oh, false alarm. Absolutely nuts. Again, sarcasm 100%. You know, they're like, we need to know. Are you lying? Are you joking? What are you doing? Or did you actually see something? No, because, you know, I made it up. Right, that's it. And one of the sad things is, like, with certain things like this, you do hear that sometimes the parents, they're the ones who get done for things, and it's absolutely
there was
nuts.
no text evidence when we looked through it, so I don't know if she deleted it.
Exactly, Moonshot, that's exactly what we were just saying, yeah. It's, if she does get pocket money or whatever, or allowance for people in America, it should be like, yeah, you're not getting anything. You're grounded for like 3 months. You're not doing anything. I'm like, that is literally it.
Or if it's like through an app. Yeah, it seems it's probably just this wedding thing. She's like 10 years old. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
While Ava's parents demand an explanation, deputies prepare to Mirandize the 11-year-old, who has yet to fully grasp the gravity of the situation.
She doesn't understand it.
The police and mommy and daddy. You just lied to everybody.
You have 3 sheriffs here on stupidity.
Tell them what you just said to us.
Open your mouth. I'm telling you, open your mouth.
He's going to read you something, and then we're going to ask you some questions. What's your name? Ava. How old are you, Ava?
All right, Miss Ava, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and to have the lawyer present during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before my questioning if you wish.
We're reading her rights.
There we go.
Because you did something stupid.
Right.
You know what? I bet you every single person who has watched this, everyone is like, that's me. They're saying, you've done something fucking stupid. Everyone is saying, that is me. Oh, Di, how's it going? How's it going? Thank you for coming into the stream. But yeah, it's a... Look at the mother as well. The mother's like, oh my god, it's like, this is my child. You know?
Let me explain something here, okay? You can cry about this. What you've done here is a felony.
Exactly.
Okay? It's a felony crime, and you probably had 20 law enforcement officers at least, a helicopter, and all running with lights and siren on high speed to try to apprehend or try to stop a serious forcible felony from happening. Do you know what happens if one of those officers crashes and gets killed?
I didn't even think of that. What if one of those officers, when they were, we gotta find them, and they're speeding, and all of a sudden, like, a tire blows out or something? say, she literally hasn't grasped how serious this is. You know, it's like, oh my days. Literally, you know, it's insane.
Something that you did is a joke. So you better take this serious.
Under pressure from both her father and the deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions, which doesn't sit well.
Did you see the mother then? Did you see the mother? So, watch what she does to the husband's hand.
Deputy, Ava offers an excuse for her actions.
Almost like, stop,
which
stop.
Doesn't sit well with the deputy.
Ava, you need to tell the exact truth. I don't want a story. I don't care what it is. I want the exact truth.
You can't make this go away by being quiet. The only thing you're going to end up, that's going to happen to you is you're going to end up in a pair of handcuffs going to our juvenile facility. I'm not going to mince any words with you. That's a very distinct possibility.
Damn
what
right.
Can happen here today. Don't look at your mother. She didn't have any part in this. This was all you.
Yesterday, my brother said something that I know just made me talk in my head, and then I ended up doing it today and doing all this.
Was he part of planning this with you?
No, he just said it, and then...
What did he say?
Wow. How old's the brother?
Yeah, he said it this way. You want to get him?
Well, we can, when we're done, will you wait a minute? But...
And then I said, no, we can't. And then I had an idea this morning.
So, no, we can't call them. We need to have a story.
So you're trying to blame this on your brother? Did he? Was he with you when you made this call?
No.
Okay, was he with you when you made these texts? No. Okay, then you did this. You were on your own for this. And if your brother's 7 years old, you're not going to blame your 7-year-old brother for this.
Oh my days.
This was all your decision. Okay.
To call 911 to do what? What did he say to call 911?
Just call 911.
So can I ask?
What if he told you to go up on the roof and jump off the roof? Would you do that? What's the difference?
Deputies will soon discover the startling truth behind Ava's fabricated story. For now, Ava's mother raises concerns about recent questionable activity on Ava's phone, but it does little to
Let's
impact
blame the younger
situation.
kid, the 7-year-old.
I have something really weird with that phone. When we first got that, the phone kept ringing non-stop, ringing in to me. And I was picking it up, and there was like people talking, and like I'm like hello, and like non-stop.
No.
Seconds, there was a call coming in with random numbers, and I didn't know them. And I was saying block contact. Like as soon as we got that phone number,
okay, well, like
that has nothing.
There we go. Yeah.
To do with
You know what? You can see the mother's like, she's trying to be like, right, this is my little girl. Maureen, how are we? We're doing well, Maureen. We're doing well. You know, we're streaming again. We're with everyone. We've been with everyone here for the last couple of days. It's been great. But yeah, so with this, you can see the mother's just trying to protect her kid. It's almost like, no, I've raised her, right? You know, she's not doing this. But the dad is there. He's like, no, she just admitted to it. It's almost like, shut up, love. You know, like she admitted to it. Ugh.
What went on today?
Questions about her intentions lead to a harsh reality check from the deputy, who forces Ava to consider the possible consequences of the false report.
What were you planning on happening out of this?
Yeah.
Well, what did you think was going to happen when you said somebody was kidnapped and somebody had a gun? What did you think was going to happen?
So why'd you do it?
Did you have any thoughts about how much of the law enforcement resources in this area you were going to take up by doing that? I probably never thought of that, right? Did you think of the men and women that have families at home that are driving 90 or 100 miles an hour with their lights and siren on, trying to save somebody who's a victim of an armed kidnapping that they could be involved in a traffic crash and be seriously injured or killed because you wanted to make a joke? Does that seem funny to you? Would that be funny if that happened? Because I can tell you that would be even more serious than what you're looking at right now.
You physically see your father walk up to sheriffs, military, everybody, thank you for your service. And then you do like this?
Though it wasn't captured on camera, reports state that Ava admitted to getting the idea to prank 911 from a YouTube challenge, and a deputy attempts to get more details.
There we go. This video that you saw, where was it? On YouTube? Do you remember who the creator was or who the poster was, what it was about? Any...
Check her history.
What do you mean by all of this? This as in what? So it was a video about the Palm Coast Chick-fil-A.
Let's have a look.
All the video was about? Gotcha. So, yep. So you saw a video that somebody made about...
So, Palm Coast Chick-fil-A. So you put that in there. 911. So a 4-year-old calls 911 after he says his mum ate his ice cream. Palm Coast shooting there. Yeah, we're watching this one now. But my mom is being bad. 4-year-old calls 911 after mum eats his ice cream. Alan, exactly. I would take everything away. You know, TV, whatever, games console, whatever they got in their room. No, you're not having any of it. You're literally going to stay in the living room, do your homework, go to bed, and go to school, and that's it. So it literally is like something like this then. So these sort of things going on. Wow. Makes you think, doesn't it, you know?
How fun it would be to call 911 or text 911 and say somebody's got a gun, somebody's trying to get hurt. You thought it'd be fun to...
You could see the father literally with her saying about, you know, he's there, you rang up, something's happened here. As soon as the copper said they've got a gun, the father's like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. It's because she doesn't, well, she does now, but she doesn't seem to realize how extreme this is. And it's like, you've literally caused a felony. And the father and the mother, look at it, look at her. She's just like, oh shit. You know, it's...
Recreate that. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
The father's like, I gotta get out of here.
Ava is about to realize
I gotta get out of here.
Won't be enough to escape the consequences. Meanwhile, one deputy reveals that he was able to reach Ava by phone just before their arrival.
Yeah, they were.
And got a less than friendly response from the young girl.
27 minutes, she lied to the dispatcher or the call taker over text, and then when I caught her up, she told me to F myself and stop responding.
Caught her up?
Like, got her caught up.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what's up? The jig's up.
That's when she started deleting more text messages.
So she did start deleting them.
Deputies decide there's enough probable cause to arrest Ava.
Yeah,
and
damn
prepare
right.
to take the 11-year-old into custody.
Hey, Amanda. Here, stop. Hey.
She can't sit in a dentist's office, so that's why I'm saying.
Deep breath.
Go with her.
No.
Listen carefully. Don't make this.
You know, even though the father is like, he's really angry, he's still like, you can cuff me, you can do it to me instead. But no, she has to do it. You know, so yeah, with the mum trying to blame socials, yeah, it's you know what? Perfect example with this is my sister, my brother-in-law, and my niece. Perfect example. Nia, she will do things, and you know, she's like, oh, and my sister will be like, oh, well, yeah, so you know, she saw it online, this is why it's happening. And my brother-in-law is like, no, she's the one who did this. They did this. Because, again, other kids as well, and, you know, when they all get in trouble, he's like, oh, this is what's going on. And he's like the reasonable one. He's like, no, this has happened because they did it. Yes, they may have seen things, but they know right from wrong. Which is what this girl knows. Ava knows right from wrong. But first of all, she wanted to blame her 7-year-old brother. Like, wow, you really want to go on the car to 7-year-old in cuffs? But, you know, it's like, this is what you did. Then she blamed YouTube. It's like, right, okay, here we go. But yeah, with this, it's... You can see the dad is like, no, you're still trying to protect this kid. But he's like, no. He goes, it has to go. She has to go. Oh, Glitter Fox. Oh, no.
So stop. Listen to me. What's your Ava? Ava.
Yeah.
Stop struggling, okay? They're not going to hurt you. Yeah, they're not going to hurt you. Listen carefully what's going to happen here. No one's going to hurt you. You're going to sit in the car for now, okay? If you go somewhere, what it's going to involve is taking pictures, taking fingerprints, and then they're going to call your parents to come and get you. So don't make the situation any worse. They'll be up shortly after that.
Go in the car?
No, you can't go in the car.
You can cuff me if you have to.
See, the poor father, man.
I'm telling you this right now. You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
Ava is placed into the back of the police car, where her father delivers a few hard truths.
I'm just warning you, you're not going to sit for a couple hours. They're going to be bringing you into a building, fingerprinting you, doing all sorts of stupid for your stupid.
Exactly.
Your life just changed, kid. Over a phone call, your life just changed.
Minutes later, the reality of the situation continues to have an emotional impact on her parents.
Melby, yeah.
This is the best punishment for her right now.
It is.
Sucks for us, but this is the best thing for her because she doesn't get it.
It sucks for us. I worked my off with you to keep this kid doing stuff normal like we did as kids, and this is the she does.
There we go.
According to a statement from the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, 11-year-old Ava was charged with making a false police report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner, a felony, and misuse of 911, a misdemeanor. After being processed at the Family Resource Center, she was later transferred to the Volusia Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, an experience she is unlikely to forget. We requested more information about her case from the Volusia County Juvenile Court, and they said nothing is releasable.
Obviously, because of her age. Obviously. But yeah, when you see things like that, it's... it really makes you think, doesn't it? It's like, wow, this is what you've done. This is what you think is a good thing to do. Ringing up police, saying that someone's been kidnapped, and there's a gun involved. Literally, so many people got involved with that. It really does make you think, doesn't it, you know? Consequences, yeah. It's, you know, it'd be interesting to see what she does this day, you know, because that was like 2 years ago. It'd be interesting to see what she does, you know? If she's like, doesn't do anything, whatever. And I wonder if she actually was allowed to have her, her electronic devices back. Because, again, literally, it'd be like, no, you're not having anything. You're waking up, going to school, coming home, you're sitting here, you're doing your homework, and then you're going to bed. That's basically what it should be. But I actually find it really funny that I sound literally like, I sound like my dad now. It's nuts. But what else have we got by here? Like I say, we just done the 11-year-old. Right, it's like we'll probably be ending in the next half hour or so. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at one more. I'm going to look at one more. So now a little chat before we end or anything. Yeah, it's, you know what? Yeah, straight away.
You been on a dead body? No, you haven't been on a dead body.
No, this is the first one.
So you gotta help move.
No. Really?
Yes.
I feel like you're pranking me.
I'm not.
Take this.
So with this one here, as you can see, there's officers, there's crime scene photo takers, everything. And this one is cops end their careers after disturbing incident with that. We're covering the Salt Lake City Police Department incident. Ooh.
Alright, what do you want me to do? Shield your face. Shield. It looks like it's mostly gas. Go ahead and just pop all the blisters. You guys suck.
We had to do that.
In Salt Lake City, Utah, on August 8th, 2024, A routine police response to a deceased homeless male takes a disturbing and vile turn. What begins as a teaching moment for a new recruit quickly escalates, placing multiple officers under investigation for misconduct and igniting public outrage.
Sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I mean, you've got to pop some bubbles.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the following footage has never been seen before until now. Just after 12:30 p.m.
One thing I like, like say with EWX, Explore With Us, they don't just put out the videos of where the police look like heroes. They put out even when the cops look like shit. And this, just going by that opening thing, and all those cops are being looked into.
And his trainee,
I think this is going to be a good one.
Smiggle joined 2 other officers who have arrived on scene to confirm reports of a deceased adult male.
I don't see anything. Like his tent's not. I mean, his tent's kind of like.
Yeah, but it's like he fell into it, kind of thing. Like he fell over.
Yeah, because it's leaning that direction. There's not blood all over it. So.
I mean,
there is blood on his face, though.
Yeah.
I can see.
There's no splatter inside the tent, is there?
Oh, yeah. It does have a bloody nose. There's that smell.
Could it just be that the guy just passed away?
So, I mean, there might, maybe, it might not be a bad idea to have homicide come check. Okay. So. All right. Well, let's get your tape. Yep. Let's walk this off just in case.
Recruit Smiggle secures the scene with tape as Officer Peterson catches her colleagues up to speed on the situation.
Is his face pressure?
No.
No. He's been there.
But he's got a lot of blood on it. Okay. More than what I always see.
Officer Keep and Recruit Smiggle decide to head back to the tent to search the man's belongings for identification. As they leave, nearby officers are overheard discussing the new recruit.
That's what we call him. Smiggle. They call him Gollum.
Oh my days.
His father-in-law is Captain Smart.
Exactly. You know, just because he's homeless. Doesn't, you know...
Just try and get in his pockets or his bags. We don't touch the bags. Don't touch body.
Leave body alone.
Bags.
Here we go.
Officer Keep's explicit instructions to leave the body alone, however, won't stand for long. Among the man's belongings, they find 2 phone chargers, 1 phone, hygiene items, a plastic pen tube that Recruit Smiggle identifies as paraphernalia, and cash. No identification is found. Officer Mullinax, another field training officer, arrives at the scene and gathers additional details from the witness who first...
I think what makes this worse, and what we're looking at right by here, is that they're training officers. That... Moonshade, you know, I'm pretty sure they had things like that here in the UK. I can't remember what for, though. But it was like certain things, right, you go and see what's happening and all that kind of stuff to people in your position. Yeah, Mel, say it's the way it's like, say, with them being training officers as well. And they're literally going to do this to literally a person who probably just passed away. And what if their family was notified and they come and saw them and it's like obviously all burst or whatever because these cops thought it'd be funny to do it to a new recruit? It's sad. It's sad. Straight away, I wouldn't, I'd be like, you're all fired, you know, and you're the training officers. I'd be like, right, you all need to be retrained, like even the newer ones or even ones who weren't even there. I'd be like, right, did you hear what happened? Well, we're going to retrain you. Because this is not right.
Reported the body to the police.
What's up, boss?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
I'm alright. So, I was walking through, and some Polynesian dude waved me down over here. He was like halfway walking from that wall over here.
Yeah.
He gets over here. He's like, I think I found a dead body. So he's not moving. I get over there and meet him. Like, dude, obviously.
Completely different. This is completely off track. But, well, no, it's not off track, actually. With them saying of this guy saying, dude, I found a dead body. Right, my mate Rob, where we live, he lives directly across the road from the police station. And you gotta go up a little bit of a hill. You know, it's like houses, then it's like a little hill, and there's more houses. He was walking home, and where he was walking past, and obviously because it's a hill, the house is at the bottom, there's quite a bit of a drop, and he looked over, just going home, and he just saw someone lying in the garden. Literally, he found a dead body. And the way it was, which again, just the way it happened is absolutely so sad, is that the wall, I think it was about 3 foot. Yeah, 3 or 4 foot, he was saying. And he said it looked like the guy may have been drunk and he fell over the wall and broke his neck. And he's saying, he goes, still to this day, it haunts him because of it. But like seeing this, he was saying, yeah, he goes, literally, the guy, he was just there. And he was saying there was some people there, because he knocked on the house, whose person in this garden. They came out, and they literally trying to move the body. What are you doing? And say my mate Robbie, he was just like, oh, he's like, what are you doing? You stop, what are you doing? Leave him alone. Obviously the police came and all that, and by the looks of things, because they had like a doorbell camera and everything else, the guy literally just fell over the wall 3 to 4 foot, and broke his neck and died. You know what, Angel Wolf, this does actually look to be like it is a hazing, and it's like you have hazing, but it's like it's a dead body, you know? What must have gone through these training officers' minds, to be honest with you, actually now thinking of it? If all of these officers were involved, they've all done it before, and it was all done to them. That's what I'm thinking there.
It's a dead body, why have you called the cops? You know what I mean? He's obviously dead. And then I called you guys, stayed on the phone until the dude kind of grabbed the phone and left. And yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't touch nothing over there.
I got you.
That speaker that was there, you see that box?
Yeah, I saw a box.
Yeah, that dude stole that. He took it.
What?
Yeah, it's real nice.
That's
pretty awesome.
Look, we're on about literally.
That's
I don't give a fuck. It's a dead person, man.
A dead person, someone robbed him.
No, I'm cool. Sad.
Well, I appreciate you not
of course.
leaving and actually calling.
Of course.
As their conversation continues in the shade, their discussion inadvertently foreshadows a later incident that will soon bring multiple officers under intense scrutiny.
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Crazy, bro.
I agree. It's pretty
It's low. It's real low.
It is.
It's real low, man.
Sarcasm it is, bud.
Yeah. And also, I mean, you start taking stuff. Unfortunately, you start taking stuff from people who are deceased. You're starting to walk a line between desecration of a body.
Exactly.
Which is...
It is not a pretty charge.
And you go and do that.
But also, you know, it's kind of just to be quite honest and fair, it's a piece of thing to do.
It is. It is, dude.
So.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
The situation takes a sudden turn when a bystander
minimum,
alerts
LB,
police to a nearby
100%.
building.
Minimum.
After explaining there are multiple people inside, the police head over to investigate.
Do you have the code?
It's open anyway. Jeez, look at that.
There's stairs to the left.
Okay.
And there it goes back into the front there. Hey, Salt Lake City Police!
I'm on out.
Who's up there?
I heard him.
It's up top there. You can smell the campfire.
Yeah, I can too.
Gotta be so careful with that.
Police! We heard you up there. Come on down.
So for the most part, we all kind of stopped clearing this building because of how bad it has been. But
so are we just going to barricade the door or what? Or are we going to have to look?
It's a good question. So...
Because it's...
If it were just simply a trespass, I wouldn't ask my guys to go in.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing is, so homicide's not coming out for this.
They're not?
No, they're not.
Ooh, okay.
So that's kind of where I'm like...
Angel, I know what you mean with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's up to you guys with stripes, but if it was me, I'd barricade the door.
Now he's saying if we could call in and see if anyone knows this guy, no one's in trouble.
Well, we can't get anybody to answer, so, but we can do it again.
Split.
Hey, is there anybody up there that knows this guy in the tent? Your buddy in the tent, does anybody know his name?
With no response, the officer closes the door.
I feel like a portable welder in one day, and I'm just
Yeah,
that
just-
man and just weld all
Well,
the
that-
doors, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
As they wait for the medical examiner to arrive, Officer Mullinex approaches Officer Smiggle and Keep and delivers a shocking warning.
Just be wary. When they move him, he might explode.
Good chance he will.
You been on a dead body? No, you haven't been on a dead body.
No, this is the first one.
So you gotta help move.
What?
No. Really?
Yes.
You helped move him?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't think that was a thing?
No, I didn't know that. That's the job.
I've moved plenty of
No, I didn't
people.
know that.
Yep.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while standing guard near the closed building door, several officers share their perspectives on the homeless.
I don't think any of us would live the same way that the people here live when they're homeless. We'd probably have a tent and a backpack and like be out of sight, out of mind.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Keep our stuff consolidated.
There'd be a reason we were homeless, though. Like, not like these guys where they're all dopers and addicted to.
This is why I love body cams. With this, with them talking about the homeless and this is how they are, we wouldn't be like this if we were homeless. Oh, we wouldn't do this if we were this. They are literally like, oh yes, I'm on my high horse. If they were homeless, they'd be homeless. And it wouldn't be like, oh my God, we wouldn't be addicted to vices. Yeah, you would. If you were homeless and everything else, again, you may try and do your best to try and get out of it. But you are going to be doing things like this if you're homeless for years. It's a sad cycle that would happen to a homeless person. You would be demoralized, obviously, because you're now homeless. You're going to lose things. And your mental health is just going to go right down. But with these talking like this, ugh.
Vices.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad for body cams.
Yeah, you can give him a diagnosis to explain it. The diagnosis is correct, but in layman's terms, that's why they can't stay housed.
Trying an alternate strategy to identify the man.
I'm so happy a body cams
exist.
exist.
Various tattoos. They cross-reference them with their criminal database, but are unable to find a match. A sergeant contacts homicide and confirms they're not coming to the scene.
That's interesting.
Tattoos, yeah.
But they're not going
Not really
there.
anything suspicious.
Yeah, at least not yet, so.
So you pick him up and there's a knife in his back.
Right? You roll him over, you're like, oh, that's a gunshot hole.
Yeah. Dude, you won't even notice a gunshot hole.
Right, but that's,
Unless there's a knife sticking out of him.
He's just got a lance in his spine.
When the medical examiner finally arrives, they quickly catch her up to speed. As she examines the body, officers exchange remarks.
Feel on a dirty.
It is.
Break the seal.
It is life.
Fossil. You know when you take your vest off at the end of swimming, that's breaking the seal. I mean, 1,000 times worse.
When that happens, I'm not even joking.
Take a big.
Yeah, take a big. Or just embrace the fire. You know what? If you do that, if you take a breath, I'll 5.
According to official documents, scoring a 5 is a reference to Recruit Smiggle's daily observation report.
So what do they do to break the seal on him?
Moving.
The moving. Okay. The movement is the movement. No, they jostles everything up.
No.
Slice him open here.
Do they all think their body cams are not on? Because it's like they're going to be going through these. Because here in the UK, I've spoken with one officer in Cardiff, and they get reviewed every day. They have literally a team of 40-odd people for these body cams in Cardiff alone. Moonshare, I got pranked once by police. Old friend since childhood, became a cop like his dad and was working Gatwick Airport as armed undercover. I was going to LA. Knew Chris was working there that day. Oh, he didn't pull you out, did he? Didn't pull you out and all that.
Yeah, he smells pretty bad.
Melby, you're right.
Kind of smells a little bit like rotting fish or something.
They are full of it.
Does it smell you bite?
No.
It's a different smell.
It's a different smell, and it's greasy, and it'll stick in your nose for
You gotta trim your mushrooms afterwards.
I'm serious, it does.
It'll just stay.
It sticks to you.
It's interesting how different it is from a lemon.
Why do you think that is? Like, just
Because people are it's supposed to smell like that so that we don't burn candles.
As the medical examiner retrieves a gurney with the help of 2 contractors,
Yeah.
Field Training Officer Mullinex joins the
Glitter
group.
Fox, you are right.
His next instruction to recruit Smiggle sets in motion a horrifying chain of events.
Hey, Buzz, I go help.
I feel like you're pranking me.
I'm not. I've moved to that body. Whatever said body I moved, go help.
Why are you smirking like that?
Because it's just funny. But you think it's a joke, but I legitimately.
So do you mind if we just do like some control popping?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you guys need any help lifting him, or?
You want to help?
I'm just. They're telling me. I think they're pranking me. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
You may not want to help, but we're going to allow him to help.
There you go.
You allow me to help? All right.
Take this.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Recruit Smiggle is handed a box cutter by a contractor working with the medical examiner's office, and his fellow officers stand by as he does the unthinkable.
So, literally, the medical examiners are there. Oh my God. You could tell that this is a common thing among nearly all of them. This has to be a common thing.
Shield your face.
Oh, Moonshade, that's amazing, though.
It looks like it's mostly gas. Go ahead and just pop all the blisters.
Right there?
Yes, sir.
Anything inflated?
Yeah, just poke it.
That's it's gas.
Yeah. Good call.
Oh no, see? Look how many people are there.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you want a sheet?
Thanks, baby.
Yeah.
What am I just with?
Let me.
What's up?
You've got enough. You can give it.
Oh, okay. Here you go. You guys suck.
We had to do that. Yeah.
That's okay.
I legitimately moved my first dead body.
Really?
I don't want him to stink, though. So it's sitting in my room. You can come sit with me.
Right now. Yeah, he's right now.
What annoys me is that as well is how many people are there.
It's really bad now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there was no liquid.
I was too. It was gas.
As the medical examiner moves the body to the gurney, officers Peterson and Keep share their observations.
You had to
Isn't it weird that his clothes probably fit him at one time?
Yeah, at some point he does probably.
And you know, like the hold when he holds it up.
Moments later, training officers Keep and Mullinex check in on recruit Smiggle.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Throw up?
No. No, that's fine.
Alright, just making sure.
Have you cut his arms so his fluids leak?
Yeah.
It was gas.
Oh my God, see, look at them all.
Gas blistering though.
You wouldn't go touch the body. Like help him move. We just
Because they started giving me about it. They're like, oh yeah, so you're new, yeah.
So the reason I keep asking you if you're okay is the gut check, right? Like, because there's a lot of recruits who quit after they deal with bodies.
That's fine.
Sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey, I mean, you've got to pop some bubbles.
There's literally nothing, isn't there?
Interesting. You know, so.
You're not going to out?
No, I'm good.
It's okay if you do.
It is the disrespect is absolutely horrible.
Just want to make sure you're all right. I don't want you to pass out while we're driving or something, get lightheaded.
No, you're just going to get fired.
Okay.
It's Paul, yeah.
At the end of the day, any and all mention of the box cutter and the popping of blisters on the male's body is left entirely out of their official reports. Fingerprints later identified the man as 47-year-old Jason Harold Lloyd, and his family was notified of his passing.
Aww.
4 days after his body was discovered, 2 unidentified officers approached a police sergeant who shared their recruits informed them of possible misconduct, launching an internal investigation by the Internal Affairs Unit. They examined the behavior conducted by several officers on scene. Training officer Paul Mullinex, who told recruit Smiggle to help move the body, was found in violation of 4 department policies.
Good.
The report describes his behavior as both discourteous and disrespectful to the decedent,
100%.
as well as officer in training Smiggle.
Hey, Buzz, I go help. I feel like you're pranking me. I'm not.
Officer Mullinex was removed from the FTO program and placed on a 3-day suspension without pay. Officer Michelle Peterson, whose comments were described as disrespectful and derogatory, showing disregard for the basic human dignity of the decedent, was found in violation of 2 department policies.
You know, like the Hulk who he holds up. Like that.
Officer Peterson was issued a written warning. Field Training Officer Mark Keep was found to have violated 8 department policies. The report states that Officer Keep acted in a way that was unprofessional, bullying, and disrespectful of the deceased. Additionally, it was found that Officer Keep's self-admitted direction to Smiggle to not include critical details regarding Smiggle's actions in the final report did constitute a direct violation.
He told him to leave things out of the report.
Of department policies.
You guys suck.
We had to do that.
That's okay.
According to a press release from the Salt Lake City Police Department, Officer Keep resigned. Internal Affairs determined that Smiggle violated only 1 policy, which prohibits discourteous, disrespectful, or discriminatory treatment of the public.
Just poke it. That's just gas.
There's no record of discipline for Recruit Smiggle. A letter dated February 10th, 2025 confirms the district attorney's office declined to seek criminal charges.
Well, yeah, you can't blame him for it.
A later examination of Jason's body did not find any trauma or injury, and according to the Salt Lake City press release, his death was ruled as accidental, though it didn't provide further details. On her public Facebook page, Jason's sister states that he had a heart of gold and continues to encourage others to share her brother's story.
That's sad, innit, you know? But yeah, those coppers, you could see they literally just didn't care about anything. And that is really, really sad when you see it, especially with just the way, oh yeah, you had to do that, ha ha ha. Come on, you know, there's a person who is lying there dead. And you're telling someone, oh, go poke the body. Yeah, so you know, with him, you know, the officer in training, it's like, say, none of that was his fault. Literally, you know, he's there like, yeah, you know, like, oh, I think you're pranking me. No, you gotta go and do it. And to be honest with you, if you have 2 training officers, and you look around and all the other ones of the older age, older generation, and like, oh, okay, then, you know, I gotta do it because, you know, they've told me. But yeah, absolutely just, absolutely, it just sucks seeing things like that. But I love that body cams are now on all cops. They need them. They literally do need them. But guys, ladies and gents, thanks ever so much for coming along. Let's say next week, I do want to try and do 1 or 2 streams. Oh, we're going to get Inception over on Kick. So it'll be like 1 or 2 days where we are just going to be on Kick. So I just want to let you know that, oh my god, Inception. Look how much is going down. Another one. Oh, it's going to keep going. It's probably crash it in a minute, but yeah. So, but yeah, oh look, GTA 6. I can't wait for that game. But yeah, we will be over on Kick for probably a day or so, and we'll see how it goes from there, folks. But thanks so much for coming along and staying with us for, you know, good 2.5 hours, you know. Again, we did have that little bit of a hiccup at the start when we started talking about YouTube and it just crashed everything. But guys, thank you ever so much for coming along. And say tomorrow is Friday. More than likely, same time then, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, folks.